Okay, so I am very bad at my morning live because it's so rushed trying to get out the door. The last thing I'm remembering is actually putting on the live and talking. Either that or maybe I'd like the first little bit in silence. So we just dropped off my oldest daughter at school, and she was not late because school just started, but she was not on time because the drop-off line was done. So we had to drop her off at the office instead. But that's become like our normal. However, I'm not a fan of people, like, if I go and open the door for my daughter, I'm stuck there for 10 minutes while other people just allow their kids to go through, and they just turn around and leave. Like, cool, I'm glad you get to go on with your day, but not even a thank you. And I'm just letting in all your kids because you have to, like, buzz to let them in to let them know they're late. Not late. We're not late. So yeah, it's a great start to the morning. And yeah, of course, in the mornings we're like never gonna get hubby because hubby's at work. He gets up at 5 a.m. for that. Yay! So much fun, blue collar workers. We're on our way to drop off the Thea now to her school. Much nicer. Of a drop off. And then we go into the office. So I'll be good. I was like, I have so much things I can say, but now that I'm on here, I have nothing to say. Except for some reason, my lives take like a full 24 hours to upload, and I'm not sure why. So if anyone knows why those are taking so long, please let me know. I don't know. They just keep saying they're processing, and then it's just all day, all night at some point. Apparently, the Jays game last night, if you are watching that, it's a pretty big deal between the Dodgers, LA Dodgers, and the Toronto Blue Jays. They lost last night, but the game went into overtime and didn't end until like 5 a.m. My husband was saying how like he could have just woken up this morning and turned the game back on and watched the ending, which is crazy. I think that's one of the main reasons why I'm not a huge fan of baseball. I don't like how long that can just go. So long. And like nothing happens then because the second you get a point, you pretty much win. So just how many innings did it go into last night? I don't know. Just crazy. So we are on our way to drop off my youngest daughter to school right now, and then we're on our way to the office to get to work and try to make some money. And husband will not be joining us this afternoon, unfortunately, because he is going to either be working overtime, we don't know yet, or he's going to the gym if he's not, with a buddy. So we think those are both great reasons to not go sit in a car for an hour, because these drive-through drop-offs and pickups are crazy. It's 20 minutes to one school, 20 minutes to the other school, plus the actual drop-off or the pickup or whatever. And then, like, on the way home, you have to drive that 20 minutes home. So, yeah, we're looking at always about an hour. We leave in the mornings about 7:40, 7:30, 7:40, and we get to where we need to be about 8:30, usually. And then after school, we leave at about 2:40, 2:50, and we get home about 340, 350. Sure you guys could have called that math. But it's just pretty much driving. And when we move, we're most likely going to be moving farther away from the schools and not bother changing them until the next year. So we're looking at like 30 minutes to one school and then the additional 20, and then it's going to be like 40 minutes home. So that's going to be fun. With a new little petite baby that will be coming soon. Where I'm not just fat right now. But yeah, it'll be fun for us, I think, to have a new little baby for Christmas. We keep randomly having, like, our youngest daughter will have nights where she's like, she refuses to sleep until like 2 a.m. And it's so difficult on us because we're so used to both of our kids being like these perfect sleepers. So it hurts us. Like, it physically, our whole body's like, we don't know what to do, plus we're exhausted. So like, we're also in bed by like 8 o'clock. Like, as soon as the kids get into bed, we're like, okay, we'll go watch a show in bed or something. But like, we're usually like close to bed. And then our one daughter will be like fighting it, and like now all she wants to do is stay up and roll around. She has a lot of like self-regulating issues, so she needs to literally get herself comfortable, which she can't seem to do. And that seems to be a huge issue. And you can't get mad at her because it's not something she can fully control. But at the same time, it's so frustrating because you're so tired. You just want to go to sleep, and there's nothing you can do because she will not let you cuddle her. I had one day that she did, but she's not like a cuddling kid. She's very individual, self-independent, I guess is the right word. And yeah, she's really, really hard to deal with when she's doing that, and like you only feel bad for her, but then you're just frustrated and exhausted, and you have to stay up to make sure she doesn't do anything because you want to make sure she's sleeping before you're sleeping, and it's just a whole thing. So yeah, we take turns doing that when that happens because that's hard. Usually during the week it's me because he wakes up at 5 a.m. and on the weekend it's on him. So pretty much just Saturday night. It doesn't happen that often, thank goodness. But we're definitely trying ways to regulate her so she sleeps better, like swimming lessons. We got the sensory swing. We just have to put it up, and then we got like that chair that, I don't know if people remember it, but it's like a chair that like you like sit down on and it spins. No, I don't need glasses. That's really funny. I just have really tiny and like puffy eyes at all times. So that's all. I have like perfect vision, which I've always wanted glasses, and they don't suit my face because my cheeks are so chubby. But yeah. So we got the little thing that you can sit on and it spins. That's also like a sensory chair to help regulate her. And then like a tunnel, and we have the trampoline and the ball pit and those things to help. But some things only do so much. It's just one by one, who knows? We just keep trying to make things work for her. Anyways, enough talking about my youngest for now. I think she'll be a middle child. I think she definitely has middle child qualities. So, don't hate that. So much traffic this morning. We live in Florida, so like you can tell the difference between like the winter and the summer. So many people are coming here now, and I can't. I'd never complain. It's just like the traffic does get intensely more congested and more like bad drivers. But I always find the bad drivers to be the Florida license plates, and it's because the out-of-state license plates are driving way too slow and make the people who have somewhere to go very frustrated. So I think like that's actually what happens. But I mean, who truly knows each car accident and stuff like that? I try to just go with whatever we're given. I don't care if we're late. Honestly, my kids are always late. I got a letter from the school for my kids being late. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I gotta sit up. But they're not that late. I really don't think it's that big of a deal. Half the time you're still getting settled in. I mean, I guess like she gets in and then she has to settle in, but like whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Almost there, I think. I have no idea how long it is because I don't have my GPS on. And I'm normally a GPS girl. Ooh, I went to Krispy Kreme Donut the other day. I'm just driving past it now. We went the other day. And I was like, I'm so excited. And it was not that good. I was like, as a Canadian that really doesn't have it, we have like, I think one in Mississauga. And I don't think I've ever been to that one either. I was really looking forward to like whatever the goodness of it is. And it was not good. I was so sad. I was like, are we supposed to tell them to heat it up or something? I don't know. I think they would give it to us perfectly if we order it directly from them. But I guess not. Frustrating. Very interested. I'm just driving by an RV, and this is how most of my conversations go with my husband. But I'm very interested in who actually has bought an RV and traveled in the RV long term, like not just a one-off here and there, but like actually traveled in it. Because I feel like one of the biggest things when people buy RVs is that they think that RVs are going to be like something that they use every summer. They're going to go on like a 2-week vacation and then like budgeting 2 weeks off of work, 2 weeks away from home, plus paying for gas and like camps and all that fun stuff is like impossible. So they never do it. And then it changes into something else. Some people rent them, which I think you can also make good money on. So also interested in who does that, but who actually uses their RV, because like we've been wanting to get one, but I feel like we'll use it for like 1 or 2 summers, and then you get like, unless you're rich, you have to pay for it for like the next 15, 20 years, which isn't cool. And then you just have it sitting around and you wait. I don't know. Okay, I'm at my youngest's school, so I am gonna go now and drop her off. There's her bell. She's on time. Bye.